Hello, my name is Liza, and today I'd like to share with you a few of the Valentine's Day decor pieces that I've been working on. In this video, will show you how I transformed a Christmas gnome into a Valentine's gnome, a small stacked book, and a love letter for my tier tray, and a decoupaged love sign. So the first project we're going to work on is the love sign. That can be found at DollarTree. Then I had a Valentine's Day napkin. Used some Mod Podge and a sponge brush. Some cling wrap. And then some paint. I used spray paint and I also used acrylic paint for the nooks and crannies that the spray paint didn't catch. And I also, instead of using sandpaper, I just used a nail file. I found it to be easier because of the way the love sign is. I painted my love sign. Then when it was dry, I cut my napkin down and I separated the 2-ply, and we're only going to use the, of course, decorative side. And then I added Mod Podge to the front of my love sign. And then I laid my napkin down as straight as I could, and with saran wrap I smoothed out all the wrinkles, and here you can see how it's like perfectly adhered. When that was dry, I added another layer of Mod Podge to the top. Again, with saran wrap I smoothed out all the wrinkles, and I did one letter at a time. When it was completely dry, I used my nail file and I just filed away all the tissue paper, and it worked out really well. And then as an added touch, I used some of these pearl stickers and I put them around the heart on the love sign. And there's Quarantino helping me stage this in my bathroom. And he says, "How's this, Mom? It's looking good?" And here it is with my little tier tray, and you can see those are the napkins, and this is in my bathroom. Next, we're going to transform the Christmas gnome. I did this one originally with a felted heart, but I'll be making one with flowers for this video. So here is the Christmas ornament gnome. Some craft felt. I had some paper flowers in my stash. I cut off the knitted portion of the hat, which is really only in the front. You can see all the stuffing is like loose laying there. I used the front portion as a template, and I cut 2 triangles, one slightly larger than the other. And with hot glue, I glued my sides together, and then I turned it inside out. And you can see that the back is longer than the front. And this is what the back of the gnome actually looks like before we put the hat back on. So then I shoved the point of the gnome into the hat, glued the front, tacked it together, and then it had the little handmaid's tale wings on the side. So I just trimmed them off and added the fluff to the back of the hat and tacked that in so it was completely full again. And then I made a little bouquet of flowers by putting some floral wire onto the paper roses, and then some floral tape to make it into a rose bunch bouquet and a red ribbon, and I glued it into the gnome's hands. I also added a Jenga block to the bottom of the gnome because this one had to be standing, and that helped weigh it down. Next, I'm working on my tier tray stacked books and love letter. You'll need some Jenga blocks, and I always use wood glue for my Jenga projects. I use some chalk paint, crimson and white. The first thing I did was I took my blocks and I made some 3 block bundles, And then when that was dry, I took 3 bundles and glued them together, and I did that 3 times so that I had 3 books. I also glued 2 Jenga blocks together for the letter. And then I painted the edges only of the 3 pieces that are going to be for the book, and red for the envelope. And I took some cardstock and I made some covers and the dimensions there. And then I used rubber stamps and some embossing powder to label my books. And I tied them up with some baker's twine, and the little heart on the envelope is actually from a decor piece that I pulled off. And these guys are in my kitchen tier tray. Quarantino and I hope you enjoyed our projects. If you did, please give our video a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and as always, if you aren't already subscribing, please consider doing so. Quarantino and I will be back again soon with another project. Thanks for watching. Take care.